You think you're eating really healthy? You're in the worst shape because it's like 80% of what you're eating is ultra-processed. You are under the illusion, the delusion, that vegan food is healthier for you.
This is the Kevin Trudeau Show.
I am exposing the corruption in government and in major multinational corporations. We're telling you the things that they don't want you to know that will make your life better.
So let's talk about high blood pressure, and then I'm going to talk about money. So high blood pressure is something that is rampant around the world, but more so in America than any other country in the world. So somebody always says, what's the cure for high blood pressure? Well, first off, I don't even know if you have high blood pressure, because articles point out that the majority of high blood pressure tests that are done, your arm is in the wrong position and is giving a false read. It's giving a false high read. So I don't even know if you have high blood pressure. But I would suggest you do check your blood pressure. I have a high blood pressure or blood pressure test kit, with the thing that goes around your arm at my house. And I check my blood pressure from time to time. That's something I think is wise. Because if you have high blood pressure, you want to keep it in check because that could cause a whole host of problems, from brain aneurysms to strokes to heart attacks to all types of issues. So you don't want high blood pressure. But the first question is, do you even have it? So you have to do the proper tests. And there's certain arm positions that give you that false read. But let's say you do have high blood pressure and you want to know, Kevin, what's the natural cure? Because my doctor says I need blood pressure medication. Well, of course, your doctor has medical insurance and does not want to be sued for malpractice. So every medical doctor has rules and regulations that they must follow. And if they don't follow it, they can be sued if something bad happens to you. So let's say that I'm a medical doctor, and I am not. So do not listen to me. I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm just exercising my First Amendment constitutional right of free speech, sharing my own opinions and beliefs. You must check with a licensed healthcare practitioner, a medical doctor, must be an MD, and do exactly what they say. Don't listen to me. And I'm serious. This is how crazy this world is coming to. I have to give you that disclaimer. Otherwise, they're going to come and arrest me. It's unbelievable. So the question is, if you have high blood pressure, you go to your doctor and your doctor says, oh, we just did the high blood pressure test. It's a little high. I'm going to prescribe high blood pressure medication. And why does he do that? Number one, if he doesn't, and then you have aneurysm, a brain aneurysm, a stroke, blood clot, something happens, and you have a big problem, then you can sue the doctor and say, look, I went to the doctor 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago or 6 months ago, and he didn't prescribe any high blood pressure medication. And if he had, maybe I wouldn't have had this disease. I'm going to sue him for malpractice. So he doesn't want to get sued for malpractice, so he's going to prescribe it. Not because if you take the high blood pressure medication and it causes all these health problems and all these massive side effects and you die from the high blood pressure medication, you can't sue him. Isn't that goofy? Because it's not malpractice. He gave proper standard medical procedure as outlined by the American Medical Association or whatever country you're in. The high blood pressure medication causes all types of health problems and all types of massive symptoms and will lead you to a series of additional illnesses and diseases and ill health problems that when you go back to that same doctor, he will give you more drugs because drugs only suppress symptoms temporarily while causing other problems. Well, let's assume you do have high blood pressure. So the question is, Kevin, what is the cure for high blood pressure? And the answer is I can't tell you what the cure is because we first have to analyze what the cause is. So what is the cause of high blood pressure? Well, number one, ultra-processed food. Ultra-processed food. This article says ultra-processed foods make up 60% of America's diet. And it goes on to say even people who think they're eating healthy don't realize that 60% of their food is ultra-processed. And vegans, you think you're eating really healthy? You're in the worst shape because it's like 80% of what you're eating is ultra-processed. You are under the illusion, the delusion, that vegan food is healthier for you. And it is not, because it's ultra processed. Certainly, fruits and vegetables are very healthy for you, clearly. But as a vegan, you're not eating just fruits and vegetables. You're eating all this ultra processed food. Oh, I'm going to get a vegan pizza. It's so ultra processed, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. So ultra processed foods is one of the biggest causes. The chemicals in the food. Another article that came out talks about expert tips on how to avoid chemicals in food packaging. And it says breast cancer and all kinds of cancers are on the rise. And a new study says chemicals that transfer from packaging into our food is a major cause. So it's the chemicals. Not only cancer, but the chemicals in the food that's in the highly ultra-processed food are causing high blood pressure. Another article, National Geographic. Strokes are on the rise, and these are the reasons why. And it goes on to talk about ultra-processed food and nutritional deficiencies and lack of exercise and lack of circulation are causing a major increase in strokes. Next article, new theory could explain disturbing rise in young people with stomach cancer. Doctors suspect a common issue could be to blame, and it goes on to talk about ultra-processed foods and nutritional deficiencies, which lead to viral infections, are causing this. It's also not only causing the cancer, but high blood pressure. And then it says one dietary supplement found to reduce aggression by up to almost 30%. And it talks about how one supplement, which I'm going to talk about, can reduce aggression. Well, if you are aggressive, you have high blood pressure. Hi, I'm Kevin Trudeau. This is everything they don't want you to know about to improve the quality of your life. Broadcasting every Monday and Wednesday, 2 days a week now. Monday and Wednesday at 1 o'clock Chicago time. Make sure you tune in and subscribe to the channel and share these shows with everyone you know.